Hey everybody, thank you for joining us again for Just Keeping It Real podcast with your girls, Trixie and Daisy.
Hi. Hey guys. How's everybody doing out there?
We are missing producer Ricky, but that's okay. He will be back with us soon.
Shortly.
And we have some hot topics going on for you today.
Ooh, boy, do we. Guys, let me just tell you, this stuff has been getting hot. I'm so sorry that we have not posted anything this last week. I was out of town. It was a spiritual yet vacational type of situation. But I am back. And now that I am back, Trisha, let me know what's been going on with this sports, because I heard something yesterday, and
we talked about this on our podcast before. Y'all know I'm the sports person here. Y'all know I'm a Brady fan. We talked about this, and what did we say, Daisy? That he was not going to retire. He was not going to stay retired. Yeah. Well, we were right. After 2 months of being retired, Tom Brady has come back and confirmed that he is now coming back to the NFL after 2 months.
Guys, we said this on the podcast, I believe, when we were talking about the awards.
Yes.
And we talked about the fact that I said I didn't want to believe it. I wasn't going to believe it because I knew that he was going to do some shit like this. And so now, the boy who cried wolf for me, Trisha.
Well, for me,
what do I do now about it? Like, how am I supposed to?
Well, for me as a Brady fan, I gotta say, I knew it. I knew he wasn't gonna be done after Brady. I know you love your family, but being 2 months with your wife and with your kids, I can see why you want to go on the field. No, I'm teasing.
I mean, I don't know about you, but he probably was getting on Giselle's nerves. Okay, maybe she was like, "It's time for you to go back
onto the field.
Go back to the field, break your back, do whatever you got to do. Just get the fuck up out of the house."
But that's just not the end of it. Sources say not only is Tom Brady coming back with the Bucks, but so is Gronkowski. So he's getting his favorite tight end back as well.
I feel like this was gonna happen. We were talking about that the last podcast. That he was gonna retire. I said I don't fucking believe it. You said I don't believe it either. And then we were talking about Gronk was undecided. Well, I guess he made up his mind.
Oh, I feel Gronk was waiting for Brady. And that's pretty much what happened. And then not just that, we know the NFL draft will be coming up as well. And I will have insight on that as well. But we know Russell Wilson was traded to the Denver Broncos. So the Seattle fans were some were happy, some were not. But Russell did very good with them. But now he's with the Broncos. And I think he'll do great with the Broncos. We hear with everything going on with Deshaun Watson, that he's in the talks of talking to the Bears. And the Browns. So I don't know, like in sports, it'll be interesting this season. That's for sure. That's one thing that is definitely for sure in sports. So I have more news for y'all in the upcoming weeks. But Tom Brady, welcome back. You were gone. We missed you for the 2 months you was gone, but welcome back. I knew you were coming.
I'm not gonna believe it. I don't think I'm ever gonna believe it until he actually. You know what? Because he can go and then he just come back right back. So I don't know. I'm just gonna hold that. We're just gonna leave that on the shelf for now. But congratulations for being back. You are definitely top notch. And all I gotta say is, come down here, be quarterback for the Texans.
Ooh, yes,
let's see if you really got the skills to be the GOAT. Because if you could change this Texans team for me, baby, if you can make these motherfuckers win a Super Bowl for once in my life, I would. You're the fucking GOAT. That's
there
all
you go. The words from Daisy right there.
And then he'd be ready to retire after that. He'd be like, you know what? I think
if he was to take the Texans, he'd be like, fuck this shit, I'm done.
I'm done. They killed my soul.
But on some other news, Daisy, what's going on?
Texans like that. Anyway, okay. So this is the topic of every fucking podcast, whether it's our Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, whatever. So Pete Davidson, and of course, okay, guys. So we talk about these two people almost every podcast, whether it's our Tuesday or Wednesday, Thursday, whatever. And it's Pete and Kanye. Now, I was reading I was looking up on the internet about Pete and Kanye actually having communication with each other. Kanye was inviting him to come to Sunday church at his so-called church, or, music thing on Sunday that he does. And Pete was just basically telling him, like, we can talk as grown men one-on-one and, hash this out, discuss whatever we need to discuss for the sake of your children, because you're basically, you're traumatizing them with all this drama and all this beef that's going on, especially with his mom and, everything that's public, and just basically saying like your kids are going to suffer in the long run because of all this. So of course he refers to him as Skeet and not Pete. And
that's already throwing a little shade right there when you're calling him.
He's always throwing shade. Kanye is like the king of shade right there.
We already know that.
We already know. The king of crybaby, the king of shade, all that. So Pete just basically tells him, no thank you, I'm not going to no Sunday church. Kim's a really good mom. He also referred to them sleeping that he was sleeping in his bed and Kim's bed, so fuck off, basically. But he said he's not going to be quiet anymore. And I get it. Like, Kanye is sitting there. He's dogging him on every source of any type of social media and saying all these things. And Pete has been very hush-hush about it. So now he's saying he's not going to be quiet anymore. And he's going to stand up for himself. And kudos to him.
Well, I will say this. First off, I think he was disrespectful in the fact that his response was, I'm with your wife, and had a picture of Kim. And I think Kim is dead as wrong. Because, both of them are crazy, period.
Mm-hmm.
They both have mental issues. So you're basically, I think she's enjoying this shit.
Yeah.
Because she has her ex pining for her, and then she has her new guy. And this is where I say, be careful with them Kardashians, whether it's Kourtney, Coco, or Kim.
They're crazy.
They turned one into a woman, Jenner, Bruce Jenner. The other one went into rehab, almost died, and they get cheated on. I'm just saying, nothing against them, not hating.
And I mean, let's talk about Scott Disick. He's now with a new model,
exactly,
girl, Holly Scarfone, and she's 23, so that's no surprise.
Scott always goes for the young ones.
He goes for the youngins.
But I will say this, like, I don't hate on the Kardashians or nothing like that. Yeah. I'm not really a fan. Never watched them. Never really cared to. If I liked one, as I mentioned before on our podcast, it was Coco, because I thought she was funny.
Yeah.
But I will say this. I feel Kim knows what she's doing, and at least be smart about it. It's going to be into our topics, our main topic of today, but you're not fully separated. I mean, you're still married.
Yeah.
So to me, at least have the audacity, you have the audacity to tell him shit. Both of y'all were first dead ass wrong, but Kanye only did it because she moved on with Pete.
Yeah.
But my thing is this. Wait till the marriage is over and then move forward.
Yeah.
That looks bad on your kids. That looks bad on you as a person. Yeah. That's just me personally.
Agreed.
I don't judge. But if you're going to start something new, make sure that what you had going on is ended first. That's just how I feel.
I mean, I have personally not been in the situation where I was married and I was cheating or somebody was cheating on me. But I definitely have been in the other woman's situation, and also not by me wanting to be. You know what I mean? Like, just kind of falling into that situation. But, he was still married but wasn't living together and all that. And, of course, we talked about this on the podcast before. He literally lied to me and didn't tell me that he was getting separated or whatever the case may be, getting a divorce, until 6 months after we were together. So, like, I got bamboozled there.
Well, to me, like,
I got a little bamboozled there, so I don't want to take full responsibility of being like the other woman that like wrecked shop on somebody's marriage.
Oh yeah, but for me, I don't judge. I don't nothing, because you never know when you're gonna be in their shoes. However, I just feel right is right and wrong is wrong, and there's a way to go about things.
Right.
If you're not divorced yet, just wait. What's wrong with waiting till everything's over with to move on?
Yeah.
Like, what's wrong with just taking time for yourself? And a lot of these celebrities need to take time for themselves before they move on.
Yeah, I mean, don't think that people...
Some people don't like to be alone. I know a lot of guy friends that say if they move on quickly...
I was looking at Siesta Keys now. Shout out to Siesta Keys because they just started a new season. And what's her name sure did leave Sam. She said she wants to be an independent woman. She doesn't want to be stuck in the shadow of a millionaire, rich billionaire or whatever. And I get it. She wants to do her own thing. So kudos to you for going off on your own. But like we're talking about, homegirl, her best friend even told her, you already know how he's going to take you moving out the house. And he's Sam. He can't be alone. Like he's always, even if he's heartbroken, whatever, he's got to find somebody to backdoor. He's always got to be in a relationship. And sure enough, it showed that like 5 weeks later, he already had.
And it's not just the men. I know a lot of women too. Like, I think it just depends on the individual. Some people can be single a long time and be okay with it, and others can't. Others got to move on quickly. Speaking for myself, I've been divorced 7 years and I didn't move on quickly. You know that. I took my time for myself, because you need time. I feel you need time for yourself. And I enjoyed my single years.
So should we go ahead and go into the topic then for today?
Oh yeah, we're going to go into the topic for today. It's like a 2 type topics for today. We're going to go into talking about, would you date someone who is separated, as we were talking about with the whole Kanye, Kim thing, Pete Davidson thing. Would you date someone who was living with somebody and separated? Would you date someone who had a baby mama, baby daddy living with them? I mean, how would you go about it?
That's going to be a hell no for me. If you're living with any ex of yours, that is a hell to the no for me. Please handle your baggage before you go trying to bring me into your shit. I do not need that. I don't.
Now, in some cases, I know I used to have a friend who, him and his ex stayed living together for the kids, but they have been separated for like 4 years. But they were living together. She had a whole boyfriend who would come over. He was talking to people. They would come over.
And I guarantee you, somebody was hiding something. They were still sleeping together on the side.
I just know for me, it's a no.
I don't know.
I wouldn't do it, but kudos to those who will do it. I want you and I to just be a couple, therefore not living with an ex.
Yeah.
Not having an ex, not living with your baby daddy, baby mama. Just you and I have this relationship, not where we're all like in a polygamous type environment.
I don't mind a family setting. I really, really love like the chaos of the home and stuff and just being around that. I don't have that right now, of course. It's just me. I kind of have the chaos because of all my animals, but all my dogs that run around this house acting a fool. But do I miss that? Of course. I definitely would like to have that around. But if it has to do with me, the dude, his kids, and his baby mama sitting there on the couch watching Netflix movie that just came out on a Friday night, I'm going to sit there and I'm going to be like, I can't even do it. I'd rather sit at home with my fucking dogs in that case. Like,
see, and that's why we keep it real on this podcast. By myself.
I'm not about to sit with you and your baby mama. Now, don't, excuse me, do not get that, confused with having a good relationship with your ex and actually having that good family, togetherness, doing things together, stuff like that. If it's a kid's birthday party, I understand. Both of you guys got to be there. Y'all have to take pictures, things like that, whatever. I ain't really got to take pictures together. Y'all can take pictures separate with your kid. But I understand having to be there in the family setting when kids are involved. Now, if you're sitting here and you're just flat out being a cheater, this is what happens when you go eat, Trisha. Yeah. And then you do a podcast. You're burping all your food. Excuse me, guys. Excuse the fuck out of me. But if you're getting divorced and you're still together and y'all haven't quite separated that situation, I'm not for it. If you're living with your ex, I'm not for it. I don't know.
I agree. I'm not going to talk with somebody who's still living with an ex. I'm not going to talk to someone who hasn't closed that door to one relationship and wants to open a new door with me, but yet you're still living with someone else. Right. That is a no for me. So I would say that as well. I agree with you on that.
Okay.
And then the other topic is, as far as we talk about when we keep it real with dating, with boyfriends, with girlfriends, with somebody you're talking to, with flirting, do you send nudes? Do you send saucy pictures, even if it ain't nudes?
So the whole sexting,
like in a whole sexting, like with your top off, with your top on, like
look at you over here.
Like what do you say? Ooh, ew,
where's the roses? She wants to catch the roses. No.
So do you send pictures like that? I'm not gonna lie. I will share an experience with me. I sent them when I was in a relationship. I like to keep it saucy with my man. I like to. I would go during my work break in the restroom. I would go in the restroom and take little pictures for him, unzip the little shirt, and send little photos. And he liked it. I will give him that. He liked it.
Okay.
But then I had another one. They're not all the same. Years later, I was talking with someone and I sent little cute pictures, not nudes, but just cute pictures. And he got mad because I didn't want to talk to him anymore and I didn't do what he wanted me to do when he said for me to do it.
Right.
So he threatened to make a fake account with my pictures Now, mind you, I didn't send any nudes. It was like gym type pictures, like, you know, with my shirt off, just my sports bra, showing my stomach, and, you know, bam, bam, this girl looking good, proud of herself, hard work pays off, you know. And then he's like, well, fuck you then, bitch. I'm gonna make, I was like, whoa.
Why do you think it's like, so aggressive so fast?
Because you're rejection. Some people can't take rejection good. Right. And this was recently too. And he's like, I'm gonna create a fake account with your pictures. And I'm like, you ain't scaring me because I didn't send you nothing naughty. So do me that favor and post those pictures because I don't have nothing to hide. They're wearing nasty, raunchy pictures. Yeah. They're like if I was at the gym kind of pictures. Yeah. So that's why you have to.
So just kind of like hot, sweaty.
Yeah, hot, sweaty, like just sweaty, gym sexy type pictures. Okay. But this is my thing where I say you have to be careful, men, women. They always say never send pictures with your face. But to me nowadays, it doesn't matter. People still will do whatever it takes to try to make it look like it's you.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
You mean like from the back side?
From the back side, from the front side. Crop your face into a bitch. You know, and it's like, what is wrong with it? Crop your face into somebody else.
Crop somebody else's face on yours. Yeah, people are crazy like that.
People are crazy, so you have to be careful. Rather, not just with online, even with people you think you know.
I don't know, Trisha. I feel like I have never been the type to always send nudes like that. Yeah. So yeah.
No, not nudes. I've seen you send sexual pictures.
No, I don't send sexy pics. When?
Yes, I've seen you send them. I've taken a sexy pic for you.
No, you haven't.
We're gonna keep it real on this podcast, so I'm calling her
ass. This girl's lying. What was that? Years ago?
When you were talking with somebody, I
pre-30s.
No, not pre-30s.
It had to be.
You're still in your 30s.
Pre-30s.
Oh, pre-30s. No, it wasn't pre-30s. It was in your 30s.
I was a little wild child in my pre-30s. My 30s are a little bit more boring.
Sexy pics.
But fun. But
she said fun, sexy pics. We both did. I mean, everybody's done it. But nudes, no.
No, you don't.
The only person who's going to see me nude is Jesucristo. Trisha. That's the only person who's going to see me nude.
Trixie, there's one thing that I don't like, and that's like being scared that somebody's going to get mad at me and put my pictures on the internet. So no, thank you.
My thing is like, bitch, you can try to lie and say that's me. Make me famous.
I feel like you could see me in person. Go ahead, come on over. Oh, Lord. I would be happy to take this off right there in front of you, and you can see everything that I got to offer, sweetheart. And I would not mind at all. Just all right there for you. In person. Heels on and everything. Let's get it going.
And we just keep it real on this podcast.
So, F the pictures. I like human contact.
There you go. Same here. But to me, it's kind of funny when you're talking to someone who's like overseas. Mm-hmm. And you know you're not going to see them. So, of course, you're going to send them a cute little picture. Maybe from the neck down. Maybe not your face. Be safe with it, people. Just send little cute pictures if you're talking to someone and they're overseas. You know you're never going to see them. So, you're like, fuck it. You know, it's all in fun. But then, again, you got to be careful. That's why they say don't send face pics. Yeah. Or don't send. My thing is just don't send it, period. If you don't feel comfortable, don't do it. Yeah. If you don't like it, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Me, like I said, I don't send naughty nudes. But when I'm in a relationship or talking to someone, I do like to send flirtatious pictures. Okay. Like gym pics. So, but I'm not going to send you my ass and my pussy and
so what is your definition of that?
Of what?
Of sexy pics. And
my definition of sexy pics is like blowing a kiss. Okay. Or like with your top off, not naked, like with your little nice sports bra, like a nice top, and you unzip and you're like, Betty booping it, you know, like that. Something cute, something cute. Maybe like a little booty pic in the mirror like that. Not with lingerie or nothing, just with your pants, like, ma'am, never gonna get it, never get it type. You know, you're being cute with it. You're being cute with it. Again. Or, you know, you look from the back, hey, type picture. You know, you're looking from the back. But nothing too raunchy or dirty to where somebody would try to threaten you with it or use it against you. Or I'm going to make a fake account. Well, go ahead. Make me Kim Kardashian famous. Go ahead.
I know, right?
I'm a scammer's worst nightmare because years ago, I kid you not, years ago, I had a scammer try to scam me and say, I'm going to post this, I'm going to post that, I'm going to post this, I'm going to send. I said, send it. Send it, because let me tell you one thing. You ain't scaring me. Make me Kim Kardashian famous. I wish I had an 8-pack like that
All
bitch in that photo.
All I gotta say is my ex had a nice sex tape of us, and and he claimed that laptop got stolen. Whoever got that sex tape out there, please hit me up. I can get famous on that hoe. I know it because I was doing all kinds of...
Lord.
Girl,
That's hilarious.
I was talking about gymnast to the fullest and to the
She said I was in the splits.
And on top of that,
I was working.
I was looking fly. You could see every tattoo on my body.
That is hilarious.
I'm telling you.
That is hilarious.
But anyway, he lied. He said he didn't have it no more. I know he lied. Bullshit that you lost your laptop. You kept that bitch because you watch it.
And we know, with that said, we're just keeping it real on this podcast. As always, people, we keep it real. 100, 24/7, 7 days a week, 365 days a year.
Okay.
We keep it 100, let me tell you.
100.
And she said about that sex tape. I've never done those, and I never will. You would never see me on a sex tape. But I will say this. Be careful. Watch who you talk to.
Be careful, guys. Watch who you talk to. You don't
pictures
want
to.
a sex tape out there in the world that you don't know who has it.
All I gotta say is,
if
I'm gonna become famous one day and your ass is gonna try to sell me to TMZ, it's the wrong bitch. It ain't me. Because let me tell you, that ain't me. I wish I had an 8-pack like that girl. I got a 6, but I'm working on that 8.
Hey, Trisha, if you made it on TMZ, girl, that's my sex tape. You can claim me for it. It's fine. I'll get my 15 minutes of fame real quick.
So with that said, we're going to end this podcast, guys. But you will see us next time as we keep it real with your girls, Trixie and Daisy. And if you want to know, hit us up. You can find us on Spotify. Just keeping it real with your girls, Trixie, Daisy, producer Ricky. He will be with us next time. And we will talk to you later. Besitos.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
See you soon.